Good morning, students. Today we will continue chapter 2 software and its type. So already we have discussed about the system software. Okay, so types of system software, operating system, language processor and utility software already we have discussed. Now today we will see the next part of the software, which is application software. So what is application software? Application software products are designed to satisfy a particular need of a particular environment. Okay, it is designed for the particular use, for the specific purpose we are using this application software. All software, this application software prepared in the computer lab can come under the category of application software. Okay, application software may consist of single programs such as Microsoft's Notepad for writing and editing simple text. It may also consist of, so here you can see, it consists of collections of programs often called software package, which work together accompanies a task such as spreadsheet, and these are the packages. So how to understand this application software? Application software, simply you can understand, it is designed for the specific use. It has a limited purpose, means for particular purpose we are using. Suppose we are using Word, so in the Word what we can do, we can do the only editing, means we can writing the text, we can about the regarding the text we can do. Suppose any player is there, music player, so what we will do with the music player? We can play the music only, we cannot play the game. So same like game software, we can play the game, we cannot do the editing works like Words work. If we have the Photoshop, we can do the editing of photos, we cannot play the music there. So means every application software has its a limited use, means their own use, specific use, for that it is designed. And this application software runs on the system software. As you know that how it's a configuration, application software is there, this application, then after system software. Okay, these two are coordinated with each other, and then after the finally it is interact with the hardware. Okay, so likewise it is working, already you know this diagram. So this system software, it is actually for the specific use, it is for the specific use it is designed. Some examples like payroll software, student record software, okay, inventory management software, income tax software, railway reservation software, these are the application softwares are there. Okay, for this purpose some softwares are designed. So these are the purpose for which softwares are these application softwares are designed, like Microsoft Office suite software, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint. So these are the application software. So there are these application softwares again divided into two categories. For what are the categories? The first category is general purpose application software package, and second is your special purpose application software. There are two types of application software. First one, general purpose application software, and special purpose application software, which is customized software also you can say. It is called the customized, and this is the package. Okay, sometimes this general purpose application software is also called the horizontal software. Horizontal application software means it is a general, this is general purpose software is also called the horizontal application software. And this application this one special purpose application software, which is customized software, it is also called the vertical application software, means it is a special one, it is designed for the specific purpose only. And this is a general purpose application software. So we will see it, we will study about this. So application software again divided into two parts, general purpose application software and special purpose application software. So first of all, general purpose application software, which is packages. General purpose application software is a type of application that can be used for variety of tasks. It is used for the variety of tasks, so it performs the many tasks. It is not limited to one particular function. For example, a word processor, it is a general purpose software. It would allow user to write the novel, create a restaurant menu, means it will not limit that you only write the novel or you write the only book related work. You can do the your any work if it is possible. It is not like limited one, it can be done for the other purpose also. So like preparing the menu of your hotel, or the preparing of the any as a like a data you can generate, your name list you can generate. So it is possible by the general purpose software. So like you can see, this software can perform many tasks to fulfill the general needs of the user. So what it can done, it is by this by the help of this software, it is possible to fulfill the general need of the users. Here you can see software programs are software programs and procedures that are permanently stored in computer's memory. A read-only technology is called firmware and software. Means some like some programs which is permanently stored where in the ROM, which is called the firmware of or hard software. Means which is firmly stored, means which is come with the ROM. Means some instructions like when manufacturers are making the computer, so they have stored their programs in the ROM. So which type of software they are called the firmware or hard software, which is fixed permanently is there. Okay, now some examples of our general purpose application software, some examples of this general purpose, like word processing software. We are studying now general purpose application software, and it's some examples we will see this software. Like word processing software, a word processor help us to create professional looking document quickly and efficiently. Means in the word we are working, like suppose you have to write the some about like you have to write the essay. Okay, on 26th January or 15th January you are writing the essay, so you are preparing the one document, so you can write by the help of the word processing software. It provides many features to change the appearance in the text design manner. You can easily add, delete, rearrange, beautify the text. So all these things you can do with the help of word processing software. Some examples of this word processing softwares like Microsoft Word, WordPad, OpenOffice.org, Writer, etc. These are the examples of word processing, means where we are processing the words. Now next, electronic spreadsheet. Next we have electronic spreadsheet. A spreadsheet program help us to perform calculation and display the data in the form of chart to analysis the in the better way. So what is electronic spreadsheet? It is a program which perform the calculation and display the data in the form of chart to analyze it in the better way. Okay, it is used to creating document to manage and organize numericals data. Okay, this is actually spreadsheets. You have seen there is a row and columns are there. So in this way data are there and you can analyze and you can calculate the data. So like financial accountings, cost analysis, internet calculation, etc. Like VisiCalc was the first computer spreadsheet program. So it is very important, you should remember it. VisiCalc, VISICALC. VisiCalc was the first computer electronic sheet. This was the first spreadsheet program, VisiCalc. Some examples of this electronic spreadsheets are like Microsoft Excel, Lotus 123, OpenORG, ORG Calc. These are the examples of electronic spreadsheet, but this is very important, you have to remember it. VisiCalc was the first spreadsheet program. Now next, database management system, DBMS, database management system. We use data in database in our daily routine, like managing telephone directory, payroll information. Mean there are so many data are there and you have to store it. So how to store? So for that there is a software, database software, which help us to arrange and store large amount of information in a organized manner. You can easily create, add, find, update, store. Means so there are lot of data, like in the Google so many data are stored, like when you are searching like any picture, so many things are coming. Means how that data are in the arranged, the data are in the particular and organized manner. So it is possible by the help of some examples like Microsoft Access, OpenOffice.org, Base, Fox Pro, Oracle. These are the examples of database management system. Next we have the presentation software. So what is presentation software? In this presentation software, it is used to present the idea or concept in a lively manner. The software helps you to create and display slides on computer or a projector or for business and education purpose. Means you are in the slide. So suppose now I am teaching you by the help of this. So I have this your copy of I have the xerox of your books, and by the help of this I am dictating you. So this is the one of the way of the presentation. Okay, so there are some examples of this: Microsoft PowerPoint, Office, OpenOffice.org, Impress, Adobe Flash. These are the examples of the presentation software. Means you are presenting your idea, your view by the help of electronic presentation. Okay, so that is your presentation software. Next is your desktop publishing software. So what is desktop publishing software? So desktop publishing software, this application helps you to combine both text and graphics feature. What you can do with it? You can combine both what text as well as graphics feature to design professional document like newsletters, printed forms, advertisement, books, voucher. So there will be the graphics and the text, means like a 3D type of things you can get, means animated one. Okay, there will be the pictures, graphics as well as text, so that you can do with the help of desktop publishing. So what is the meaning of desktop publishing? This application helps us to combine both text and graphics feature to design professional documents. Okay, so some examples like Corel Draw, Adobe InDesign, Quark Express, etc. These are the examples of desktop publishing software. Next we have graphic software. So what is graphic software? It is used to create images such as chart, graphs, photographs, logos, cartoons. So this is like some enhanced qualities of images we are doing, graphical images. So like in the game you have seen the so many images are there, like different characters are there. So that all are designed by the graphics software. So some examples of for this like Paint, Photoshop, AutoCAD, Dreamweaver. These are the examples of graphics software. And these all software, whatever the so now we are studying, these all come under the application software. And which categories? Application software, but which category? General purpose application software. Okay, one more we have multimedia software. So multimedia software, it is used to create video, animation, sound, graphics and text with high degree of interactions. For examples, game software, video media players, window movie. So these are the examples. Means multimedia software means like playing games, for playing videos, for playing music. So we have creating some softwares for this. We are using multimedia software. So these all are the examples, whatever we have studied about multimedia software, graphic software, desktop publishing, presentation software, DBMS, database management system, electronic spreadsheet, word processing software. These all are application software, and which type of general purpose application software. Now next we will see next one general purpose next one we will see special purpose application software, which is customized software. That was earlier we have studied general purpose application software, which is packages. Now it is special special purpose application software. As I told, it is also called the vertical application software. So what is it? So in this we will see it. Special purpose application software is a type of software created to execute one specific task. It is not like for the with the one software you can do the many things. It is for the one task, for the particular. For example, a camera application on your phone is only allow you to take the share pictures. Means suppose one application, one app is in your phone for the camera. So what you can do with this? Only you can take the photos, only for the share the pictures. So only it is limited with the one. Another example you can be the chess game. It would only allow you to play the chess. If the chess game is there, what you can do? Only you can play the chess. Another thing you can do? No. So it means it is specific for the one task. Another examples like other examples of special purpose application software are web browser. Like with the web browser, what you can do? Only you can surf the net, means you can browse the internet. Other things you can do? No. So like calculators, what you can do? Only calculate, means you can calculate the data. You can solve the problem. You can add, subtract, multiply only. Can you play the music with this with the calculator? No. So it is a special one, means you can perform a one specific task. Okay, so like some examples like calculator, media player, calendars, programs, etc. Some examples like Tally, Busy, etc. They are also called customized software. They are prepared for the specific need of the customer. Why it is prepared for the specific need, okay, for like reservation system, billing system, payroll system. So these all are the examples of the special purpose software. Once again I just remind you, application software, and it is divided into two parts: general purpose application software and special purpose application software. Okay, now this is your quick revision, you just go through it. What is software? Like a software cannot be touched and hardware always require the set of instructions on work. So on this, once again you can revise it, all the things you read, and once again you go thoroughly this chapter. Okay.